Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm playing on the FTOG Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode Retro Pack, having fun with the friends because it's a blast, and it has been. The base building has been completed, tossed around a little bit of vegetation to make it look really cool, kind of sticking with two colored palettes for the flowers, blues and that purpley pink, and you know, it kind of looks good. Not sure if I want the dark oaks there, but we'll go with that. Currently trying to grow a super tall oak over there, and it's taking its time to grow. I nibbled off a corner of the building because that's stone. Maybe that was causing it to have problems. I don't know. We'll just let it go. What I do want to do, come jump down in here, because I want to upgrade my armor and make life a little bit safer for me, because I want to do a long spot in the Nether to reach here, so I can, you know, people need to get here, they can that way. And to do that, I want to go ahead and grab this, the glider wings for Ender IO, and I've got the helmet and I've got the chest piece, but I didn't have enough of the dark steel to do the leggings, and I did some running around and ended up finding some. Plus I've got a little bit more left over, which will work for upgrading the boots, although the boots right now, they're pretty good. So I'm gonna grab these ones off. They just had unbreaking on them, which, hey, that's nice, but you know, we could do better. All right. Oh, let's take a look at this. That's very dark. Yeah, that's extremely dark. But the thing that I really wanted to do, and the reason why I made the glider, is so that I can take off my chest piece, and if you hold down the left shift, you can see things that I can do. Empowered, I don't have any vibrant crystals. Glider, though, I just made one, so let's toss that in, plus a little bit of levels. Why am I getting like a duplicate there? Okay. I was going to say, hey, that's weird. No glitching. But the benefit of this is, if we take a look at my back here, if I hit G, now I've got the glider active, and I can just toggle it on and off. And I bound it to G for glider because that kind of makes sense. The benefit of that now is when I'm working in the Nether, I won't fall and die like I did before, because you know, that's just, it's not a good thing to fall and die. I was trying to dig across, and I was just laying cobble going backwards, which was fine in and of itself, but there are some vines in the Nether that allowed me to climb up and then instantly fall off. I was going, well, that's not very kind. But since I've got it actually on, I'm cool. And then it seems to just kind of fall down, but there's no fall damage with that. So if I hold the forward button, it will actually go ahead and keep moving me forward. But if I let go, then it after a while, it just kind of slowly drops me down. I played with this in single player for a little bit just to kind of see, okay, how does this work? Is it worth doing? Yes, I had the resources and the levels for it. So I said, okay, let's do that. So yeah, as long as I keep pressing forward, I'm pretty good. I can just, hey, I was just talking about how I was pretty good. But it looks like I'm flying around fairly nicely here. Oh, I think it's got some, yeah, as I turn, I lose altitude. Well, that's kind of real world. But yeah, when I played with it, I was able to not fall and not take any damage. And why are you giving me some X's? There we go. There should be no X's on my base, none whatsoever. That's why I've got so many torches around. Eventually, I will get rid of them all. Like this right here is one of the glimmering flowers from Botania. And so that produces light in a very nice little area. Here, I'll just pop them off for a second. So yeah, there's a big area right there. And now there's light. When I can make a mana blaster, I'll start tossing those lights around because they're hard to see. And I was just making random colored flowers, but I think I may stick with the blue or purple just to kind of mesh in with the rest of the color there. Anyway, just having fun with that. And it's time to kind of get things going as far as magic is concerned. And now I'm kind of regretting putting these grass gardens over here. Like, they look kind of nice, but yeah, it just keeps spreading. Which, you know, hey, free gardens, but nah. All right, I need to start. Oh, well, that's just kind of cool. I do like that. It's gonna catch me sometimes as I go downstairs, I think, and go down some blocks. But I'm yeah, I kind of think that's fun. And I'm gonna get rid of this mushroom. That one mushroom doesn't need to be there. It is time to get further along the magic path, and for that I've done a bunch of Botania, but now I need to jump into Thaumcraft, and for that I've got my Thaumanonomicon here, and it has a ton of information in it of, you know, how to do various things, and lets you know, okay, once I've done this, then I can link to this. You know, I can read up on various things and whatnot, but this hasn't been researched yet. Tons of information in there, and I love a good mod that has in-game information. And there's a lot with Thaumcraft. Now, one of the first things I need to do is get some materials. Now, I've got some of the great wood logs, and there's nothing you can do as far as chopping them down, because this is not where you do that. Let's go ahead and do a bunch. I'm just gonna drop that into the pool, and now I've got great wood planks. That's how you do it. Great wood, I don't see any. I think there's some that away close. There's one. Yeah, great wood. It's a pretty great tree. So anyway, I need for this. I need several of the slabs. Let's grab that, and then I only need to make 3 of these for right now. All right, get my mouse in the right spot, and I'm going to grab 3 of these tables. So that's necessary. Let's see, I don't need you, and I don't need you and you, so we'll get rid of those recipes. The other thing that I need to do is I need to make a wand. So let's, since I've got the crafting table here with me, let's, oh, nope, no sticks yet. Iron nuggets, like you make a hat, and I'm gonna make 4 of these, because I'm gonna make 2 wands real quick. One of you and one of you, and oh, they don't stack. Of course they don't. Something else I need to craft is a bit of clay with 3 mana glass, and that will give me a glass file. And if I combine that with some black dye and a feather, that gives me a scribing tool, which we will need for that. And, oh yes, I need to make a Thaumanonomicon detector. And I believe any shards, yep, there we go, a thermometer. And, oh, it was scanning stuff. There, I just learned Lux. Nope. There's an order in which I need to scan various things, and I will learn various bits of I can actually look at things. Here, let's look at grass. How about this grass? And none of this is actually scanning. I will work my way through. There's a ton of different things you have to do to scan, but that's off-screen work. But this, I think, it scanned everything that was inside my my bag of holding and found nothing, or it was just looking at my bag of holding and nothing else. Let's grab the wand and hold it, and there in the top left corner you can see I have 0 of there's magical forces, air, earth, fire, water, order, and I can't remember. It's been so long since I've played Thaumcraft. But anyway, these magical essences are known as V. if it's French, VIS. And I think that's how it's pronounced. And so I have 0 of that, and I will need some. So one way of doing that is I can go up to my mob farm and stand nearby, and as a mob dies, it will drop some of those little sparkly bits, and if I'm holding this, it will suck that up. So I'm going to spend some time up there filling up my wands, and in the meantime, I'm going to move some of these bits upstairs. I could take him over to the Thaumcraft island, but that's, I think, even more of the ritual. The rest of the stuff I'm just going to keep up here. Let's move these things off of the... I'm going to put... Yeah, let's do those 2 together there and that one there. So these guys, since I've got the scribing tool, I can just right-click with that. And now I've got a research table. And it shows some of the V that I've learned. So air, water, earth, fire, lux. I just learned that from the candle or the torch. Ordo, which is order, and perdido. Okay, there's the entropy. Order and entropy are the other opposite. So there's lots and lots and lots of these different V that I need to learn, and it's gonna take me a while, but that's okay. I need to learn. Oh, I've got to right-click to learn stuff from this. It says, to understand this, you need to study plants. Okay. Let's study some plants. You need to study the source of life. Let's look at dirt. Okay, I need to find living things. Hi, are you a living thing? Nope. I need to study beasts. So let's run to the mining dimension. Because there's probably going to be some animals really close. You're the closest. Hello, chicken. I'm going to study you. Nope, 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 nope. Stand still. It says you need to... Things that move. Isn't that moving? All right, so there's an order, and I will... And it hints it in the corner. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to be playing with. So I've randomly scanned a bunch of things and learned a few things new. Metal, void, crystals, energy, darkness. There's several of these things that I've... Oh, ice. Several of the things that I've learned. But more importantly, my wands are both capped out at 25 each, which is good. So I should be able to just right-click this guy. Ta-da! Now I've got a arcane work table, and oh, it actually didn't even consume anything. I might have been able to have done that even without any V in my wand, but this now opens up working with things that require some V, and I can put them in here and get it. So, but I still need to find Torgal's video where he walks through what you can scan in what order to unlock everything. And I need to find it and then watch it. And then do it. 9 hours later, because I spent a bunch of time scanning stuff with my thermometer to just get all these different aspects unlocked for me. Now, if you know, you can see I've scanned all sorts of things. Some things don't. All these forged microblocks don't have anything. You know, I'm looking at the drying rack. I can't see the item on it, but you know, tons of these things. Oh, interesting. Those I know, but this one doesn't. Well, let's pull this one down, and then I'll... Ta-da! Just learned that one, which senses. I don't know these words. I don't speak Latin. I have some facility with Spanish, but Spanish is not Latin. Grumble, grumble, grumble language and all the rest. Are these real Latin words? I have no clue, but I have researched them all. And if you take a look at this part, the aspect of magic, and you do a quick little freeze frame, there are all the aspects for the pack, and I've got them all in here. If you do 8 pages worth, The 8th page looks like this, and that's all of them. And some of them I have lots of, some of them I have very little of, like the Vitium is the last one I learned. I've got a link down in the description for Torgal's explanation of how he goes through and scans stuff using the same pack, and I used that for this, and it was great. The Vitium was the last one that I learned because I don't have anything tainted nearby that I could pick up, so I had nothing to scan, so I generated that, which is fine. There were, I think, 3 or 4 of them that I generated because I didn't have them scanned. Then having the book here, I went ahead and I said, I want gold wand caps because they're actually better in holding the V. It says, there's no penalty when used to channel V. Yay, no penalty is a good thing. So now I know the recipe for that, and it eats some of these little bits here, which is fine. And the other thing I'd like to do is I'd like to up my wand core from just regular wood to great wood, which would make it better. Now, the way when it says, or like this one here, it says, when iron captures don't, click to get a research note for this research. And the way you can do that is by having one of these scribing tools in your person and paper. And you'll get something like this, research notes. In this case, this is the great wood wand core. So you pick that up, you right click it, and realize that does nothing. Instead, you come to your research table because you're going to research this stuff. Shift click it into place, and welcome to the mini game of Thaumcraft. And you're welcome to it because I'm not very interested in this at all. This to me is the most tedious part of Thaumcraft. So I have zero real desire to figure this out. I have bare-brained my way through this before, where I looked at connecting. I've got to connect these 3 aspects together anyway within that grid of hexes there. So, and you can do it anyway. I would rather do it the cheapest as possible, because every time you take one of these aspects and you drag it over to here, what ends up happening is it costs something. And, I only have 8 of the Decidia, so I can't use it very often, or otherwise I'll have to find some more things that have this, scan them and get them, or combine the 2 items that make it. And I'm lazy. I would prefer not to do that. So and the idea is that things are made out of other things, or like, for example, aqua is used in other aspects here, and I'm guessing aspects is the right word because I don't remember. I'm just swinging it here. Anyway, I'm going to call them aspects, possibly V. Whatever. Anyway, so this the tool one, instrumentum, that one is built out of other aspects, and so I can connect it with something else. This instrumentum is connected with Tellum. Ooh, I only have 4. I don't have very many of them at all. I need to scan more weapons, and gold swords, iron swords, wooden swords, steel swords, all of those would give me some of this Telum. I don't speak Latin. Anyway, if I pronounce things, it's probably Spanishy with my English accent on it on top. Anyway, so this Telum, it's built out of fire, and so now I need to find. Oh, there's the Ignis. And then Ignis is connected with a Potentia energy. There we go. Potentia. And Potentia connects to Precantatio, which is the magic. And so these 2, you can see, are connected. There's that little line in place there. Now I need to get Arbor, the tree, connected. And you can either go backwards or forwards or however you want. One way of doing this is the tree is related to air, and knowing, well, Caesar is pronounced with that AE in there, Caesar with the E. So that I would say that's ear. And is how I would pronounce the AER if I were speaking Latin, which I'm not. So I'm going to put that here, but these are connected, but air and fire don't connect at all. I need something else that's connected to fire as a possibility, and fire and air when they connect, hey, they make looks. Ta-da! Connected. And I've bare-brained this together. I've figured this out before. I've played the mini games, and I spent time looking at my book and researching until I learned how a lot of these connected together. And I'm done with that. I just don't care. If you're like me and you've done it before, or you just frankly don't care, do a little searching in your favorite site type of browser search engine for Thaumcraft Research Helper. Put in the 4.2 version of Thaumcraft that we're using, and then you can tell it, I want to connect from here to here with a minimum jump of 3, and it'll give you the options. And sometimes there isn't one that's available that in 3, maybe it's 4. We'll fiddle it together and then figure out how these connect and all the rest. And you can have as much fun as I have. Which is at this point not much fun for that. I don't like it. Anyway, I right click, and now I've got the Greatwood Wand Core. So now if I if I grab my book and I take a look at this, aha, I just need 2 of the logs, and that will give me the Greatwood Rod with a little bit of that, and that may give me, see, this will store 50V instead of 25 of each. Much better. All right. Well, let's make a few things. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do, the reason why I'm doing all of this Thaumcraft stuff is to make arcane stone blocks. Because if we take a look at the uses for this, I can make a stone brace or a tiny planet or this really cool stone bricks. Okay, none of those I care about. But witchery, I need 2 of those to make the witch's oven to unlock a lot of the things within witchery. So I need that, but for blood magic, to make the various blank slates, which is the first tier blank slates, I need these arcane stone blocks. And so I need a bunch of them, which is why I'm going to make a stack of them. And let's see how much my V remains in my wand. We got a little bit left, not very much. Let's go ahead and grab these guys because I want to make 2 of these gold caps. And yeah, I think I can be oh, I got enough for that. And then the last thing was combining these 2. Wait a second, what did that do? Oh, that gives me the planks. I would much rather dump it into the mana pool and let it do there. So I just need 3 of that. And I've got 25, haven't used any of it. So there's my Greatwood Rod. So now do I do it in here or can I do it elsewhere? Ooh, I can do it in here, but I don't have enough V for that. So let me swap out with this one. And now I have plenty enough. And that gives me the gold one. Well, hot diggity dang. Let me go ahead and grab that. These I am, and this one here, I'm gonna fill it up at the mob farm. Let me grab this guy back too. I might as well fill them all up because I'm gonna need them for constructing more stuff. It didn't take very long up in my mob farm to fill up the 2 smaller wands because they were mostly full. It took a lot longer to fill up my Greatwood wand with the gold caps because it holds so much more. And if we take a look at this guy, I'm missing a little bit of the order. That's been a real hard one for me to fill up. These guys went fairly fast. Yeah, that just took forever. Well, it just so happens, if you take a look here, I'm hanging out here near my base because look at that right there to my right. Well, your right, my left. There is an aura node hanging out there. It's hard to see. There we go. Maybe a little bit easier to see. It's really hard to see them. But if you, because he's right there, and because I've researched some of the V stuff and with Thaumcraft, I can see that it contains Terra, 35 units of it, and ordo, which is what I need. But if I use my thermometer, I can actually see it way easier. So definitely worth, if you are running around and you need to find some nodes, look through this as you're running around because they stand out so much more. Now, at this point, I think I can just right click on this guy. Yes, I'm sucking in, and you can see it sucking in that ordo and the numbers are going down, and I am full. So that's another reason why these are nice to have, especially if you've got them nearby. Use right click and use it. Now up there it was 35 or 32 and now it's 18. So it's lost some of that ordo. Because I'm a terrible person, I just stole it right from it. However, it will regenerate. The book does tell you that you should be careful about it, and you should be able to, if you take too much and you tap it out, it may never recover. Especially if you tap out all of the V in there, it may just disappear entirely. So you just got to be very careful with that. But now I've got myself a very nice gold banded great wand. Okay, let's say the whole thing. Gold banded great wood wand. Holds a whole lot more V in here, which is great, and it doesn't cost any for constructing it. So, well, there you have it. Everything of Thaumcraft that you needed to know in 30 minutes or less. Okay, I'm lying. There's so much more in Thaumcraft than just what I did, but this is the bare minimum I think that's necessary to get Witchery and Blood Magic unlocked, which I'll look at with the next episode. But yeah, I still have a bunch more reading to do here in my Thaumonomicon. And if you are going to pick that up, you need to make sure that you say the magic words correctly. All of the syllables, Klaatu, Barada, whatever. If you catch that reference, post it in the comments. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, playing on the FTOG Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved in expert mode, and getting into a little bit of a Thaumcraft magic and having fun. Except for a little mini game. I don't like that at all. And thanks for watching.